Hello and welcome. It's time for another Brewsday Tuesday. And yeah, this is a deck that I talked about a while ago that I'm finally going to put out there and kind of see how it goes. What we have here is a Lurrus control shell. This is very similar to the blue-black Urza decks that we used to see back in the day, that Eldrazi used to popularize. He did very, very well with those kind of decks. And the shell is pretty similar, right? We have Thopter Foundry with Sword of the Meek. And then we have Weir of Invention to kind of get all of those together. And then the rest of the shell, it's basically a control deck. We have some discard spells in Inquisition of Coast decks and Thoughtseize, Fatal Pushes in counter magic with Archmage's Charm and Cryptic, Deprive and Drown in the Lock, both as one-offs. Kind of trying to see what's up with this cards. I'm not sold on them really. Then we have Talisman as Dominance as ramp, Astrolabe, of course, Mishra's Bubble, and Python Needle, Nihil Spellbomb, and Chromatic Star as like little one drops that we can go search for with Weir of Invention if we need them, and Damping Sphere as a two mana option to have available to nice in game one against decks like Tron, obviously, and Amulet and Storm. There's also one off on Earth, of course, to get back our only creature. And worst case scenario, you could just cycle, so not the end of the world. And then everything else is we have one swamp, and everything else is an island or an Inventor's Fair. So yeah, this is of course very, very experimental. I'm not even sure that this is better than just playing a straight up Urza version of this deck. So we're gonna see. Yeah, Andrea. So like the thing with the time sieve is that is like a combo engine, and this deck doesn't go infinite. Like Lurrus doesn't make mana, right? Like Urza makes mana, so you can actually close the game with time sieve because you can just take infinite turns when you have Urza. This is not like we're not trying to do that, and time sieve doesn't do anything at all by itself. Like it only does anything once you have the combo assembled, and the idea is that we want the combo to be the end game, right? Like we don't need any further end game. So like just having a card that doesn't do anything is not something I'm particularly interested in. So yeah, let's see what's up. Not sold at all on this deck, right? Like it's very possible that I have like multiple issues with this list. Like maybe this Chromatic Star should be another Nihil Spellbomb, for example. I don't know. Like I just threw cards together. This is my very first draft, so I don't know what the deck's holes are. So I don't know whether this is like Decider, for example. I don't know what we would need to fix and stuff. And the Italian player is doing some great results with this. Nice. Yeah, I think that it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that we can actually, like, there's no creatures at all in the deck. So, like, you are blanking a lot of deck strategies, which is pretty nice. Needs to splash green for prime time. Yep. Wanna see the list? Can send you on Twitter. Yeah, sure. I'll check it out. This is just I just put this together, just using Eldrazi's Urza list as a blueprint, right? And then I kind of like made changes that I thought might be reasonable from there. This hand looks probably pretty medium. Blood Crypt tapped. So I guess we don't know what we might want to Python Needle, or that answers it. So what are we gonna do here? Unfortunately, I don't think I can. So I think I just need to Thoughtseize. Bloodghast. So we're playing against Dredge. Oh crap. Okay, so I think we just have to YOLO this. Gonna take a bunch of damage here, but if our opponent has anything that... Well, we got got here. We got got. What is the least bad thing for us? Like the blood gas is the least bad thing? That was really bad. We got hard there. Alright, Cryptic's not bad. So I imagine they're just gonna loam and... I expect this matchup's gonna be bad for us. And then things might get better post board. Drown in the lock. I can also get a Bloodstain. I can name Bloodstain Mire. It prevents my opponent from further developing their mana. It's probably not very good though. Blind name Gruesome by one match to screw any run player. That would be hot. That would be very hot. So we're kind of looking for Nihil Spellbomb here. Or for the combo, Thopters Sword would be a nice draw. Can Biting Needle stop the Dredge mechanic? No, the Mosian, unfortunately it can't. So I guess we're just gonna kill the blood gas here with drawing the lock, which sucks. It saves me a little bit of life though, which is something I'm in the business of doing at this point. We're of Invention. So we can go get Nihil Spellbomb next turn. Seems like a necessity. Alright, we're taking 2 here. So they have a Bloodstained Mire in hand. Maybe I should have played Needle Bloodstained Mire last turn. So we're gonna put this on top, because I guess we might as well have it in our deck, right? Now we're gonna Biting Needle. We're gonna name Bloodstained Mire. I'm gonna put a stop on opponent's draw step. And after they choose whether to dredge or not. Conflagrate. So they can use Scalding Tarn to go in another Blood Crypt, I guess. So they discarded everything. So we're gonna be going down to, yeah, so now is the time to go do this. For X equals 1, and we're gonna get Nihil Spellbound. And we're gonna crack it. Don't draw a card, boohoo. But we get rid of everything. Opponent has 1 card left. They can't dredge anymore. Now we have access to Cryptic. We can push this if we want to. And then we find a black source. What can we... We can push plus wear for 1. So that's probably gonna be what I'm gonna be doing this turn. Because like Cathartic Grieving doesn't do anything. And next turn we can Lurrus and get back Nihil Spellbound. So let's wait until opponent's attack phase. So now we're gonna push. We do die to a hard cast Chill though. I think that's fine. I think actually our opponent's last card in hand is a Bloodstained Mire that they can crack. Scalding Tarn, okay. That's fine. So we're gonna wear for 1. It's gonna get Arcan's Astrolabe. We're kind of doing it. We are kind of doing it here. Damping Sphere doesn't do anything. Cryptic also kind of doesn't do anything. Their last card in hand is Admire. How can I set this up? So we can Cryptic. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to Lurrus here. Then I'm going to recast my Nihil Spellbound. And we did draw our Unearth, so we're going to be we're going to block. We're going to gain 3 life. We die to like a Chill off the top, but they have exactly this turn to draw exactly Cryptic Chill, so I think that's a fine. So now they attack. I'm going to trade. Then we're going to Unearth Lurrus, and now we're going to have access to a bunch of mana, so we're going to be fine there. Yeah, they can get back their Bloodghast. We're at 6 now, we're not afraid of Chill anymore. Yeah, I think we're going to win this game. This is pretty hilarious. Gemstone Caverns has been revealed. That's funny. So we're going to take this Bloodghast attack here. And we can start digging for the combo now. Take 2. Of course, we're winning this race easily. Yeah, Dredge is just not a good deck right now. Dredge is simply not a good deck in the current metagame. Definitely agree with that. So, play Bubble, play Talisman. Let's bubble ourselves. Thopter Foundry on top. We do want that one. So I guess we play this. Then we attack. We're holding up Cryptic Command. Bubble them. Yeah, yeah, sure. Let's bubble them. Pride's Amalgam. Sounds good to me. Now we can... We do have access to Cryptic. I think we're just going to put Weir of Invention on top. And that's going to allow us to set up the combo. We honestly don't need to do it though. Like, we are just winning with what we have here. And our opponent agrees. Well, that was a game 1. That was a game 1. Pretty great showing for the deck, honestly. Pretty great showing for the deck right there. Biting Needle can go. Do we want Egos? Do we want Egos? Yeah, sure. I guess it's better than something like a Fatal Push or whatever. Weir, Cryptic, Gustos. I think I'm gonna do this instead of Thoughtseizes. Yuck. Not a great hand. Also not a great hand. Our opponent moves to 6. They move to 5. I think I'm going to move to 5 as well. This hand is by far the best hand we've seen so far. So we're going to bottom an Earth and... should we bottom the Inquisition? I definitely don't want to bottom the Astrolabe. So we definitely bottom the Unearth. And what? I don't want to bottom... I think I'm just going to bottom the Inquisition. Yeah, we would have been too slow for the Inquisition. Alright, that's not bad. Not bad. Brutality. Probably gonna try to save that one as a removal spell. Okay, Millen and Amalgam, good for them, obviously. Huh. No Shriekhorn activation there? I wonder why. Maybe they have Cathartic Reunion? Maybe I should have kept that Inquisition? Wait, what is this? Black-green? Oh, Loam. Okay. So this is Groundmire Hills. I guess we're gonna be shocking nonetheless, so might as well do it now, I guess. Probably gonna Dredge Loam here, hopefully nothing too bad. It's nothing too bad. Conflagrate can be a problem down the line, but it isn't really an issue right now. Claim and Stink with Imp. Okay, so they must have a Bloodgust in hand that they want to discard? No. Just discard everything to the Conflag? Okay, I don't stand that line at all. I don't understand that line at all. So let's say I spend this turn to Thopter Foundry. To Thopter Foundry. We play Thopter Foundry. We can make 1-2 dudes. Next turn we can Lurrus and we can start spitting out tokens and drawing cards with our Arcan's Astrolabe. Is that crazy to do? They're probably gonna draw life from the loam. I don't want to play Lurrus right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Dredge Imp, I guess. Yeah. Leyline of Sanctity, nice. So let's make it 1/1. I guess they might mill an Ox. What happens if they mill an Ox? That's actually a pretty big problem. What happens if they mill a Bloodghast? They can get it back. They get 1 Amalgam. Yeah, I think I have to go for Lurrus here. Nihil Spellbomb? No. So they're probably going to dredge another Imp, and if they find an Ox, we're super screwed. Okay, that's not the end of the world. So their hand is double Imp. And they're going to get a Price Amalgam. 2 Price Amalgam, sorry. Yeah, this is fine. Now we just chain Cryptics. And we clock them while gaining some life. So, sack Astrolabe, play land, cast Astrolabe. Just like slowly accruing value. Yeah, this is fine. And we don't need to Cryptic tap for a while. Which is nice. Yeah, we just, as long as we're not dead to Conflag, we're fine. What is this? They got Loam. They can probably get all the lands they want, I just don't care. So we're just gonna bounce their Amalgams. So, do we counter bounce? I think we just bounce and draw, actually. Seems better to me. Yeah, so Crypt, Mire, and Ground. I don't want to tap, I want to bounce their Amalgams. Seems better. So return target permanent to Sorno's hand to draw a card. Well, actually, I want to return the other one, don't I? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Opponent concedes the match. Yep. All right, that was a pretty good. That was a pretty good first match to be playing. I miss playing no Neoform deck. Like, why did you do that to yourself, Andrea? Why would you do that to yourself? You know that you can just play non-Neoform decks, right? Like that's a choice. Like you actually have power over what you do there. Okay, this hand seems medium but fine. We just need to find a couple more lands. Had to write an article for my Italian website and then I got in love with winning turn 1. Sorry for you. Inquisition. What should we do turn 1? Probably Chromatic Star. Gives us more options. We still don't know whether this is Jund or whether this is the Prowess deck. They might just take the Nihil Spellbow, honestly. Yeah. There are services in place to help you. Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Thoughtseize. Alright, I guess we're doing that turn 1. Gonna take a bunch of damage, so if we are playing against the Prowess deck, this might suck, but... Oh, sweet. We're not playing against the Prowess deck. So we just take the Traverse. We just push the Goyf. Yep. This is such a bad keep for our opponent. I guess it's not a bad keep, they just fetch for the wrong land. Like, why would you fetch for... Like, they have Traverse in hand, and they didn't fetch for a green source. Like, what the hell? Why? So next Neobrand player I can confirm win on turn 1 is a hell of a drug. How about rolling over and losing? Just like rolling over and dying. Is that a hell of a drug as well? Because that's what happened a lot to me when I played Neobrand. $20k points, only 50k away from Bush Amulet. 70k? Oh yeah, 75k. Yeah, okay. I was confused for a second. I'm like, okay, it's a little bit more than that, yeah. All right, Damping Sphere. Do we want to play this? I guess we're gonna crack here. Don't love to do this, but I feel like we have to try to draw cards here. So I think I'm just going to... Ugh, gross. I just want to put something into play basically here. Maybe 21 lands is a little bit too little. We need more lands in this deck. Yeah, I'm helping for improvise. Land? Inquisition. Sure, I'll cast it. I'll get it while the getting's good. Death Shadow. So this member doesn't really matter because they already have the Tarfire. So I think we just get the Shadow here. Once we find the third land, I think we're going to be heavy favorites to win this game. 21 is fine with all the redraws. Yeah, in theory, but like they're probably gonna take the push here. It definitely feels like the correct thing to do here. Yep. So now if we find the land, we're super far ahead. Land? Easy. So I would imagine that this game is over now. Got him. Draw 2. Yes, yes. Yes. So, yeah. We're just gonna go get the combo. We're just gonna put together the combo here. We're gonna go get, end step, we're gonna get, what's his name? Thopter Foundry, then we're going to put this on top again. And win from there. So we want Gusts, we want Torment Script, and that's it. Biting Needle can go. Damping Sphere can go. We keep everything else. Excuse me. I guess the Deprive on the draw, it's probably going to be pretty rough. Steal a Shadow? No, we're just going to make like a Basilial Thopters and win eventually. There's no rush. Also, I totally forgot to post on Discord. Whoops. There. Posted. Do we like this hand? It has the combo. Yeah, I like it. They're probably gonna discard the Thopter Foundry, I would say. They totally are discarding the Thopter Foundry. I think my opponent bubbled me, I would imagine. Yeah. So they are gonna have perfect information about the current state of affairs. Hey Lewin, how's it going? Yeah, there goes the Thopter Foundry. That's fine, we can recast it with Lurrus eventually. Unless they also have Surgical, which I wouldn't discard it. It's probably not that likely. That's not a bad draw. Staying ahead in lands in this matchup is probably gonna be pretty important. Probably go if here. Seal of Fire, that's a lot better for us. Fetch free Water Grave tapped. Pass the turn. I'm giving my opponent a little bit more of extra information, but by showing them the talisman here. But I think that's gonna be negligible. And being able to hold this to get Mystic Sanctuaries is it's a lot more value, I think. We don't have an answer to this Lurrus, unfortunately, so if our opponent just slams the Lurrus and starts drawing with Mishra's Bubble, we might be in trouble. We kind of have to draw If we top deck a Fatal Push, the game is probably just over though, which is nice. What's UB? It's blue-black. So when you're going over like the colors in Magic, U stands for blue, B stands for black, G stands for green, W stands for white, and R stands for red. But like both blue and black start with the same letter, so they had to do something to make that a little bit more clear. So I think we draw 2. Should we main phase draw 2 is the question? Because if we main phase draw 2, we might be able to just push this Lurrus. I think we just do that on end step though. Gonna find if Lurrus is worth cutting Urza. Yeah, I mean we're gonna get the combo going next turn if we want to, right? Because we can just Lurrus plus Thopter Foundry, and they cannot touch our Lurrus. Even if they Seal of Fire it, it's kind of whatever. Okay, gain some life for me, opponents, so I don't have to worry about Death Shadow. Thank you. We could technically try to steal. No, they're just gonna shock us in response, and then our Charm Wolf Vessel. So probably not the best. Probably not the best line. They might be holding Veil here. Probably not much that we can do about that. Like if we drew Find a Push, we're definitely gonna attempt to push this. That's an Aether Gust. That's kind of nice, actually. All right, so we're going to put the Charm on top. We're going to draw it with the Astrolabe. Then we're going to get to draw 2 again. Still holding up Aether Gust. In Desperate Time, if they have 6. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna play around. I'm not gonna play hoping that my opponent is F6. That doesn't seem like the highest EV play, you know? This shell doesn't go infinite, but just takes all the value possible. Yeah, exactly. Astrolabe is like a Pokeball around stuff that contains unlimited power. Facts. Just facts. Inquisition. So I guess we draw 2. It's kind of annoying. Sure. Go. They're probably going to take the other Thopter Foundry, so next turn... So they already used their Lurrus. Okay. Deal 2 damage to me. Seems aggro. Oh, they have to... Okay, so they're just going to traverse. That makes sense. I mean, they can get a Goif, I guess? If they get a Goif, I kind of just gusted, right? And now their answer to my Lurrus is gone. So they did, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like they probably have to, they did search for the ghost. Like they kind of have to do it now, which means that we get a turn off Veil, so they don't have Veil this turn. It's pretty funny how like we don't have to worry about that shadow because our opponent has a Lurrus in play, which is pretty hilarious. Draw from Bubble. That's pretty nice. Whoops. So we're gonna play Mishra's Bubble, play our land, play this. Play this. Magic is so easy. So easy. I have to expect that they have some number of removal spells and whatnot. Veil also a very real possibility. And a sack sword. I think I'm just gonna block the Lurrus here. Even if they have TBR, that's not lethal. Yeah, there is an instant in the yard already. I guess double TBR would do it. Tarfire face. Okay. Well, that is the exact subset of circumstances that would end up with me dead. Don't they know about my hand though? I mean, we're dead now. But we were dead anyway. Like, even if we had made 2 tokens, would have been fine. Yeah, TBR Goif was also lethal. So I guess before regular damage, I'm just going to see that their top card, get some info. Never Goif. Alright, never mind. Wow, we were so close to taking over that game. We were so close to take over that game. Should we just play Brutality just because it answers Lurrus? Nah. Have I seen this Sirda Child Virtue deck? No, I have not, Tupac. That sounds so bad. Like, just Child Virtue in Modern just sounds horrible. Shadow Belcher. All right, game 3. Bring it on, opponent. Sear that Belcher. Forward to Fairy. Wait, why are we playing Belcher? So it's not playing like combo Belcher, it's more like value Belcher. Oh, look at this hand. Woof. Sounds pretty good. Because of the staff. Proteus stuff. Take a creature in the bottom of his service library that creature control over the top card of his or her library and the reveals a creature card. The player puts the card into play and the rest at the bottom of his library. Okay. I still don't understand what the combo is. With Belcher. Oh, you stack the deck and you deal 20. Okay, gotcha. Impossible to play on Moto, yeah. Mishra's Bubble on top. Meh. Can do better than a delayed cantrip. T. Welker, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. It's Thoughtseize. Let's see what's up over there. Wow. All right, so our hand is gonna get shattered to pieces. So I think I'm gonna get the Traverse, because it's the only way that I can slow my opponent down to 1 spell a turn. Probably gonna get double Thoughtseize here. Sirda the Downbreaker, the card to finally make Goblin Traverser more than a Mimi Modern? No, I don't think so. No, because if they play Tarmogoyf, we just gust it, so we don't care too much about the Goyf itself. Like, if they spend their turn Goyfing here, that means that they're not Thoughtseize in me, yeah. So we get to Time Walk them. Land. Okay. When do we gust is the question. Do we gust upkeep? To deny them a draw step? Do we gust draw step to deny them a threat? To delay their threat, I mean. We might get got by exactly Veil of Summer, but I think doing it during their turn is going to be better. All right. So I guess they're going to get to Shadow here. Put Gust on, they put the Shadow on, the Goyf on top. So they're gonna take 2, they're gonna deploy the Shadow here. They have 1 card that I don't know about. Fatal Push. Okay. We don't have the mana to cast the Lurrus, which is pretty brutal, honestly. Like, I would have totally slammed their Lurrus there. Would have totally slammed the Lurrus there. So Thoughtseize gets nothing. They're probably going to play their Goyf here. There it is. Gonna get a black source. 1, 2, 3. Play Lurrus. Cast Bubble. Gonna upkeep. See what they draw. Verdant Catacombs. So they have exactly one unknown card. And their Lurrus doesn't really do anything. Is there one unknown card an answer to my Lurrus? That is basically all it really comes down to. Oh, come on. Really? Their only card that I even know about. Alright, hook me up with that Unearth, please. Hook me up with that Unearth. God damn it. So I guess we put the Cryptic on top. This is not great. So we go down to 1. We die to a bunch of things now. Draw the Cryptic. Hey, awesome, man. How's it going? Tap all creatures, draw a card. We cannot draw a card, so we actually cannot establish the lock, so we actually have to draw here. Sure. Alright. Wow, we would have gotten there. Crazy. Anyway. This deck's fun though. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying it so far. We definitely got a little bit unlucky in that last match. Our opponent's hands were very, very good. I don't think we want more than 5 removal spells though. That seems like a reasonable amount, like the 4 pushes plus the 2 drown. Maybe I should have brought in Collective Brutality in that matchup though, because dealing with our opponent's Lurrus is so important. Maybe. Opponent doesn't reveal companion? What? This hand seems fine though. Do I want to draw? Sure. So I guess I'm going to upkeep this. Eldrazi Temple. Matter Shaper on 2. Unbeatable. Land? No land. It's not surprising though, everybody knows that I'm very, very unlucky. So we know that they have Urza's Power Plant. Does that mean that I want to spend this turn playing Damping Sphere? By the way, this is by far one of the matchups that I was afraid of the most, because when I was building this deck, I basically gave up being able to beat Karn the Great Creator. I don't think we can beat that card, realistically speaking. Unless we counter it, like, we have to beat it on the stack. So we're probably gonna get Thought Knotted here. Or not. That's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, just gonna pass the turn here. Chalice for 0 resolves. Speaking of cards that I can't beat. Land? Another Talisman. Damn it. Okay, so I'm just gonna pass. We can deprive another Karn, which would be just terrible for us. Or we can cycle an Earth, worst case scenario. Not drawing land here, it's kind of brutal. We have another Karn. Yep. All right. So black, blue, Thopter Foundry. Unfortunately, we cannot hold up Cryptic because the Matter Shaper just kills us. So that probably means that we have to pass here. This is brutal. Like, we just took too long to find the land. Feels bad, man. Card number 3, is that what we're gonna see? Oh, thought not. That's probably worse. I guess it's not really worse. It's not great, but that means that they don't take out their blast zone, unless they also have a land, which they could have. Surprisingly, they take the Cryptic. Guess that's a pretty good one to draw there. So now we have blockers for both their dudes. Probably gonna take up the blast zone. But then we can wear for 1, 2, 3, 1 Piting Needle, the blast zone. We die to another Karn, we die to Reality Smasher. But we kind of beat everything else. That's a lot of mana they have access to now. I guess now we also die to Walking Ballista. What's this? All this dust. Oh, that they are colored. That makes sense. Oops, totally forgot about that. All right. Crazy. I think we might have been able to win that game if we hadn't whiffed on lands for so long. Don't think Dumping Sphere cuts it. We probably can cut the spell bomb. Piting Needle we definitely need. Drown the Locks for the Meek. Do we need a more ego for Karn? Honestly, we probably do. The problem is that they play to the board. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do it like this. Just try to deal with the Karn with on the stack basically, which is the only way that we can deal with it efficiently. Too bad that first time playing the deck and we get paired against the deck that I basically gave up on when I built the deck. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. This deck is kind of fun though. I don't know if it's better than the Urza version, however. In fact, maybe that's what we can brew up next. Like a Yorion Urza version of this. Friends that then friends played a Mordigo. Yeah, the problem is that friends sometimes play decks that scoop to Tron, so they kind of have to play a Mordigo. Am I excited about this card? No. Will I play it? Because I have to, I guess. How are we supposed to beat Primeval Titan if we don't play our Mordigo? Again, we don't have a combo finish like Urza. Just splash Blood Moon easy. Yeah. The no-lander. Next. Ugh. I guess we do keep this. Yeah, Mr. Reb, this is an experiment. This is something that I thought when looking at Cassis's list. So they're drawing a TKS. Let's see what their hand is. Double Karn, yeah, my opponent knows what's up. They know that I scoop to Karn. It's a good one. It's a good one. So they lead on Temple. Okay, so we know that they cannot cast anything next turn, so I'm gonna use this turn to play a Sanctuary tapped and to play Chromatic Star. There's the tower. We can cast Lurrus here. So we can spend this turn to cast Lurrus. Yeah, that's probably correct. They might draw an answer to the Lurrus, which would suck. So now in upkeep, we're going to bubble them. Hopefully they don't draw a land. I told you, draw a land. Yep, they draw the best land even. Of course. So here comes the Thought Knot. The good thing is that we do have an answer to the Thought Knot. They're probably just going to get this Ceremonious Rejection here. Well, I guess they can't actually cast the Karn. I would imagine that their end game is Karn, so... This is like Lula Control with an actual win condition? Yeah. But Lurrus does survive and we're gonna get to draw another card. They took the rejection. Okay, so that means that we're gonna get to answer the TKS. Okay. So we're going to play Bubble. See what they draw. Wastes. Oh, come on, really? Push. Astrolabe. Inquisition can't get anything. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. It's incredible how my opponent kept a terrible hand and everything just lined up perfectly for them. And we kept a reasonable hand and everything just came up in the worst possible way for us. Man, that really sucks. That really, really sucks. So frustrating. Like, they just never missed the land drop, even though they kept a one-lander. Yep, correctly they plus. Ugh! Literally everything lined up perfectly for them. Oh, that's right, we can't cast this because we can't filter. Whoops. So we have to draw a Cryptic exactly. Damn it, man. Karma for not playing the Titan deck, yeah. And the worst part is, like, we knew everything. Like, at every point we had perfect information, so we knew that their hand was just terrible and they just drew perfectly every single turn. Like, we just know. They literally kept a one-lander and they drew land into land into land, so they played perfectly on curve. And they even played ahead of curve because they played the Thought Knot 0 on 3 to get rid of our Ceremonious Rejection. which they exiled so we couldn't get it back with Mystic Sanctuary. So like literally everything lined up perfectly for them. The victory gonna be greater. I mean, I guess if we do manage to draw a Cryptic, we might have game. Cryptic is literally the only way that we can answer a Karn once it's resolved. We don't have any other ways of answering Karn once it hits the battlefield. And we really struggle to beat Karn once it's hit the battlefield, by the way. So we could technically go fetch Biting Needle next turn if we wanted to. I'm not sure how much that helps. Spyglass. Sure. So I guess you're probably gonna name Inventor's Fair. Smasher being 5 mana, so we can't push it. Thopter Foundry is what they name. It's interesting. Spine of Ishsa. We just don't make enough mana to make Spine work. Rejection. I guess my opponent can punt here. They can attack first and then play the Smasher later. They're not going to. Goblin Engineer could do the trick. Yeah, probably not. Oh, come on! Come on, man, give me a break. That's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. How much do we want this rejection? How much do we want it? Yeah, I guess we'll let it go. Hey Bajan, how's it going? Yeah, I am the Hills gifted a bunch of subs yesterday. So what can we get that matters? Biting Needle? That's it. So I guess I'd rather draw 2. Ugh. Not doing great over here. Not doing great. Reality Smasher really holding the fort over there. Nice to catch me. It's going pretty good. Work is ramping up a little, so I've been getting busier. Nice. How things your end? You and the fam staying safe? Yeah, staying inside. Doing what we gotta do. Doing what we gotta do. But yeah, having a good time. Streaming a bunch. Liquid metal coating. That doesn't seem good enough for us to... Alright, so the last card is another Karn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sack Fair for a Biting Needle. And then I'm gonna draw 2. Looking for Cryptic. Biting Needle. Draw 2. Come on, man. Well, I guess the Thoughtsis is not like dead. Never mind, Thoughtsis is dead. Alright, so we can tap the team, bounce Mystic Sanctuary. So tap team, bounce. Tap all creatures. We're going to attack the Karn. Attack Karn. Now that Karn is dead, that thing does nothing. Now we Thoughtseize the second Karn. Alright, we finally caught a break, chat. We finally caught a break. So we're gonna put Cryptic on top. Yes. Gonna bubble them. Let's see what's up. They're drawing a Thought-Knot. They're drawing a Thought-Knot. Bigger victory. You were right, Throniel. You were right. All this time, you knew it was gonna happen. So we're gonna draw Cryptic, and now we actually have the Cryptic lock assembled, which is nice. And now Thopter Foundry is going to do some great things for us. Counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand. Cryptic lock assembled. Wow, I can't believe we won that game. Wow. I can't believe we actually won that game. That's insane. Crazy. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna keep this. If they have the Natty Tron, we're in trouble, but... Relic. It's kind of a problem. Gonna do this because my opponent might chalice me for one, and we're probably gonna have to rejection that. Expedition map. We probably just have to save this for a Karn. Please shoot Relic in response. Thoughtseize. Nope, we like Thoughtseize. Gonna draw that one. Royal Egg. Thank you so much for that subscription, Royal Egg. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold for the second month in a row. Whatever, alright. Whatever indeed. So I think I'm gonna Inquisition this turn. Sure, just have the Natty. Did Natty Tron. Did Natty Tron. You love to see it. Good old Luxac Tron players. Though to be fair, if you're not Luxac, you probably should not be playing Tron, right? They play nothing. Okay. Classic. Classic. Alright, what do we need to draw? Another land? So there's the Cavern. You're also part of the big mana cabal. It's possible. But I'm never lucky, that's the difference, you know? I'm never lucky while my opponents are insane Luxacs. So big difference actually. Big difference. I am the Guru. Alright. I do like Gurus, by the way. Particularly the island is very pretty. Don't have to be lucky when you have no wet matchups. Facts. I have one castable spell, opponent. You wanna take it? I have one castable spell. Here it is. I'm not sure that sub was legit. What do you mean, Royal Egg? Come on, opponent, really? Yeah, it took them like 10 minutes to figure that out. Wasn't enough money on the basic card for another sub. Somebody gifted a bunch of subs yesterday, Royal Egg. Maybe you were one of the lucky chosens. That's just sad, man. That's just hella sad. I mean, if they don't find the... If they don't find a Karn, though, they're totally gonna top deck the Karn right here, right? Or so I'm starting to figure out that I want a second Water Grave in this deck. So that we have an easier time casting the Lurrus. Damn it, that sucks. Deprive. So we're probably gonna have to need... I guess that we don't have to do anything just yet. So we're probably gonna be doing this on end step. And we're going to whir for 2. Our opponent's probably gonna let it resolve, but we are making it look like we're whirring for... Oh, come on! Sorry. All right. Sure. Ugh. So we're gonna take 9. I just totally punched my water bottle. All right, so how do we beat this? So Cryptic? So Needle for Blast Zone. So if I top deck a land, 1, 2, 3. So we are not gonna get the trigger here. One of these were an artifact, we could wear. Yeah, exactly. Maybe, oh, this deck probably needs Ensnare and Bridge. So we need the Cryptic there, we don't have Cryptic. What can we do? Because we can go up to 4. If we play Lurrus, 1, 2, 3, then we have 2 mana, we block here, we take 5, when we lose 5. That sucks. Yeah, we're just dead, we just have no outs anymore. If we equip Lurrus, that makes it a 3/4. A 4/4, actually. So we trade with the Thought Knot, and then we still die. Yeah, we're just dead. No, we don't get to survive because we just gained 4, right? Wow, that if the Smasher had shown up 1 turn later, we would have been fine. If the Smasher had shown up 1 turn later, we would have been fine, we would have been able to stabilize. Again, that's the matchup that I gave up, right? And we still were super close. So that's pretty nice. So, thoughts so far. We want Bridge. Maybe not in the main deck, but probably in the sideboard. And we want a second Watery Grave. Hey Magus, how's it going? We're playing a little brewski here. Sure, sounds pretty good. We are on the draw. Opponent, no companion. What? Excuse me? The octopus? Ninja! Alright. Nice draw and luck. Push off the top, let's do it. In before force. Honestly, force would make a lot of sense in my opponent's deck, so it wouldn't surprise me if they do have the force in deck. Opponent is a literal legend. I'm playing ninjas next? I'm probably not gonna be playing ninjas, no. Also, look at the synergy, because Ninja of the Deep Hours cannot be mutated into the other guy, the octopus guy. So lack of synergy there. What am I gonna do here? So I'm probably gonna sack Astrolabe. Yeah, this is a good mutate target. Spectral Sailor. So what do I block here? I think I mutate the Spectral. I block the Spectral Sailor. Because this might trade, and if they actually mutate, then it's exactly the same than me blocking the Ninja of the Deep Hours, right? So. Oh, you can't mutate into a changeling. That's true. Huh, interesting. So maybe they don't have the mutate guy. I mean, I would imagine they kind of have to have the mutate guy, right? We're gonna get double ninja here. It would be sick if our opponent actually does have like the big ninja, the 4-mana ninja. I can't remember the name. Whoa! They're gonna draw 3 cards now. Sick. Just playing an MH1 draft deck. They are a great MH1 draft deck. So I think if they don't play a 1-drop, interesting. So I guess I'm gonna cycle Unearth. They could have played the 1-drop and they didn't. Oh, now we draw a ton of lands. Now we draw all of these lands, of course. Fatal Push gets discarded. So we're probably just gonna be losing this game, but I kind of want to see what is in my opponent's deck. Wow, Ninjutsu triggers Revolt for Fatal Push. That's kind of sick. So I kind of want to see what kind of removal our opponent has, so that they have like Mana Leak and stuff. Yeah, okay, so we can pack it in now. It's pretty great. Okay, so disputes, brutalities. Got this. Wait a second. This stops ninjutsu, right? Okay. That's interesting. None of these cards do anything. This is just too cute. This is just too cute. Our opponent's draft deck is sweet. And Snare and Bridge looking more and more exciting the more that we play with this deck. This is what I wanted to do though. I wanted to learn like what are the holes that this deck has that we might want to fix. It's an alt casting cost. Are we sure about that, Kenpachi? Are we sure it's not an activated ability? No, it's an activated ability. It's not an alternate casting cost. Put this card onto the battlefield from your hand, tapped and attacking. No, it is an activated ability because of how it's worded. It's not an alternate casting cost. If it were an alternate casting cost, it would be worded like force. You may exile a green rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Yeah, so it's an activated ability. Because it has like a cost and then ... something. We're gonna give this hand. Sounds pretty good. Okay. Okay. Fairy Seer. Do we just main phase push this thing? I would imagine that the strategy against this deck is similar to... well, I guess that makes things easier. So it's just you. Let's see what you got. They have nothing. All right. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Yeah, so these cards don't do anything, so we're gonna kill this. We're gonna take the Snappy here. And I guess I just main phase push this thing. And then opponent is left with nothing. Very creature reliant. If we remove the ability to restore creatures in combat, they likely faces. Yeah, exactly. So we're probably gonna see that happening right now. Also, our opponent has no dual lands. They are literally just playing a. They are literally just playing a draft deck. Sweet, they didn't top deck the mana leak. That's good for us. So what should I do here? I think I'm going to sort of just YOLO the Sword of the Meek. We might get forced. So maybe I want to like end step, draw 2 instead. Let's start here. They are drawing the mana leak. Okay, so I guess I just want to play this right now. Yep. Alright. So there is one card that I don't know about. Spectral Sailor. Well, this guy draws cards, so I'm just gonna push it right now. So now we have perfect info, and our hand doesn't do anything, so that's cool. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Maybe I should have done this in upkeep. Like, it's probably not gonna matter, like, at this point, Thopter Foundry is probably gonna take over, but... Like, we just don't need to play spells anymore. Yeah, exactly. Blue-black ninjas. Should we... Blue-black ninjas is far and away my favorite Modern Horizons archetype. There's no way it can work in Modern. Like, it just... No, the more I think about it, the worse it seems. Like, your people are playing lava darts and stuff. You probably don't want to be playing 1/1s when, you know, everybody's just playing lava darts in their deck. We can also steal their creatures with Archimation. Yeah, but it's really mana inefficient. And also, they just showed me the Tyrant Scorn, so they can just like bounce creatures and whatnot, so... Okay... So if they have Niche of the D-Powers, this hand is great. If they have the 2/3 Ninja, this hand sucks. Alright, turn 1 Relic. They have to play Spell Snare, right? Should activate in response here. Talisman of Dominance. I kind of want that, actually. So if they mana leak that, it doesn't matter too much. Great Warrior Grave, play Talisman. If they counter this, whatever. That means that they don't have a threat in play. And next turn we have Cryptic available. Play any Pokemon today? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if our opponent doesn't play 1-drops, they're falling further and further behind. Drowned Catacombs. Also, they didn't show me a single duel last game, and this game they have 3 duels, which is pretty funny. Bouncing and Ninja seems good. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. They don't activate Relic. Weird. Changeling Outcast. Alright, so what's the move here? Do we steal their dude? I think we just draw 2, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna steal their dude. This probably draws the counter spell with, and maybe the draw 2 wouldn't. Force of Negation. Alright, our opponent's not messing around. So Brutality, 2 modes. Unassuming and Assume. This. Boom, boom. Black 1. I think I'm gonna discard one of the Thopter Foundries. If they have another force, it's still a 2-for-1, so I'm okay with this. It's a 2-for-2, sorry. Oh, come on. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. No 2-for-1 for me. This relic is pretty freaking annoying, honestly. Well, we can't cast that, so we're just gonna pass. And if they end step the Snapcaster for no value, we're just going to counter draw. If they just untap, then we're just gonna whir for 1. Just get an Astrolabe. My buddy might Snapcaster Mana Leak that. I basically just want to be playing instant speed. We could, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Arkham's Astrolabe. Just putting some stuff into play. Alright. Alright. That is multiple stuff. Would have loved to draw a land there. Thoughtsees you. So this plays nicely around the Snapcaster Mana Leak. Spell Stutter Sprite. That's brutal. Yikes. Big yikes. Black and blue Thopter Foundry. So we're gonna have to sack our Astrolabe to block this Spell Stutter Sprite. The good thing is that if they do answer the 1/1, that means that they can't Shinobi. Sack this. Block. Okay. Thopter Foundry. Sword the Mix, sorry. Force of Negation, pitch an Ingenious Infiltrator. Woof. Okay. So we just pass then. Okay, so they're gonna play this Nappy for no value. So then I'm gonna have to use this. I'm gonna have to sack the Foundry to prevent the Shinobi from coming down. Which really sucks. So we have one left. So they're probably going to have to take the Cryptic here, right? Yeah. Funny, because this is like, we actually, if they had taken this and cracked the Relic, they wouldn't have had to worry about the combo anymore. Which is pretty funny. I don't think I want to put something on top because I... Exactly. So now we can force the Relic. And now we can put the Cryptic on top. I guess I'd rather put the Wear on top, right? Just gets the combo going. Play this, pass the turn. Gonna top deck the Whir. Now we have an Lurrus, so we can start pressuring. Four mana hardcast ninja. All right. I'm just gonna main phase this, right? They might have Force, but they pitch the Fallen Shinobi if they do. Yeah. So Thopter Foundry, sack here. Yes. And I guess we'll play around Surgical Extraction. We don't need to attack with Lurrus. 4-4 Lurrus for the win. Nice. Hey Sam, how's it going? Good morning. Well, we got there through the relic and through all adversities. We finally got there. And look at that, a 2-3 is bigger than a 2-2. Good math, yeah, the best math. The best maths. So at this point, I think we kind of got it. I wonder how many 1-drops our opponents did side out, because they saw none this game, yeah. I wonder how, maybe they might have over sideboarded there a little bit, because they saw no 1-drops in like 20 cards or something. Game 3 is like, show me the money card, yeah. I mean, they died with a Falling Shinobi in hand, right? So, like, that's to tell, you know, how, if you just manage to prevent them from doing the silly things, then their deck kind of crumbles apart. Because, like, if you have to spend 5 mana for a Fallen Shinobi, it's not a very good card. Ernest's question here, is the addition of Lurrus beneficial enough to take out the combo or surprise to this deck? I don't know, Bajan. This is what I was trying to do. Like, this deck attacks in a different way. Like, for example, it's kind of nice that you basically never expose your threat until you want it to, and like cards like Lightning Bolt, cards like Fatal Push, all of those cards are just dead in your opponent's hand, right? When against this deck. So it's a little bit different in that sense. Maybe it is not worth it, but I don't know. Like the only way that I have to figure that out is by, you know, playing some games. Unfortunately, this hand without any black mana, probably not gonna cut it. This hand I do like though. I think I'm gonna bottom the Charm. No, I think I'm gonna bottom the Whir. And I'm keeping the Spellbound because it allows me to actually develop my mana, kind of. Serum Vision. So this could be Storm, or it could be like the Restore Bands deck that we played the other day that was terrible. How's it been going? We actually been doing pretty well. Like the games that we lost were super close. I love negating opponents from mobile. Nice. I really respect your willingness to push the envelope. I hear lots of people and streamers quick to write ideas off. Yeah, I mean, they're just different kind of ideas, right? Like some ideas you just write off quickly because they're just not very good. And then other ideas I think that are a little bit more worth exploring. And this idea seemed worth exploring to me. Like I haven't really seen a deck like this in the meta. Oh wow. My opponent is playing the Restore Balance deck. Holy crap. Well, we're dead now, right? Look at my opponent drawing their one-off green source. Such a luck sack. Now we're just gonna chill here. So next turn we can actually charm. No, I guess I think it's have man. Maybe this was just bad. Ancestral themselves. I guess I'm gonna counter that. They might have remand here. Force. Alright. Force my counter spell. At least the good thing is we have a bunch of artifacts. So that is kind of cool. So we kind of get to play a little bit of their game. Oh no, balance? No, balance doesn't count artifacts. We're good, we're good. Sackable man step. Yeah, no, I'm going to sack it to. So unlike other spell bombs, this one actually triggers when it goes to the graveyard. So you can sack it to make it 1/1, and you can pay black, and you still draw a card, which is pretty sweet. So this is of course a lot more value than exile on my opponent's irrelevant graveyard. Not a good draw. Oops, I also misclicked. That doesn't help. What can I needle? What can I needle? Literally nothing. We can needle Greater Gargadon, that's it. I guess. Yep. Missing that attack. Big punt. Crap. Alright, we gotta find our counter spells and stuff. Cryptic is potentially useful. Allow me to bounce the Foretold. So holding the lands in hand, obviously, because of balance. My opponent says they have to go. They have to do something. So I guess we just wait. Or are they going to concede the game? They say they like the stream, so I would imagine that. Okay. All right, that doesn't really count. So I guess we went 2-2. All right, so changes we might want to do. By the way, how do we feel about the deck? Did it feel like it has potential? I thought that it's doing a couple of things that are pretty cool and interesting. Definitely there's a lot of tuning to be done here. Like a lot of tuning. Like for example, adding that second Water Grave seems like a must. Just because we want to make sure, like there were a couple of situations where we didn't draw our Lave or Chromatic Star, and then we struggled a little bit to get that double black. So We definitely want a second water grave. That's like step number one. And Snare Bridge felt a little bit necessary in probably like the Eldrazi Tron matchups. I kind of want to see how it plays out, because like this deck actually likes having cards in hand. Like we want to be drawn with Bubble, we want to be drawn with Cryptic and Archmage's Charm. So this deck actually does like having cards in hand. But maybe there are some matchups, like for example the Eldrazi Tron matchup, where a card like Ensnare Bridge is just a necessity, because we just get beat down. Like we die to Karn and then we just get beat down. Same thing against what's his name, Prowess. The problem against Prowess is like they set up their clock so quickly that I don't think an Ensnare Bridge, like we probably have it in the deck, but I don't think that an Ensnare Bridge is gonna be like that we're gonna be able to empty our hand quickly enough for Ensnare Bridge to really matter and to do a good job at doing what we want it to do. But we still have blue-black ability to attack hand, counter spells, and combo is great. Yeah, Ghost Region. I agree with that. Kind of wonder about more chromatic effects if we like cards in hand, like to sack the Thopter. Yeah. That's the reason why I'm playing the Chromatic Star. It's because like that's something that we can sack to Thopter Foundry and we get some value. Also, the number of Thopter Foundries and swords is like, I started with 3 and 2 because we have literally no creatures. So I started with 3 and 2, and then we can take it from there. Maybe we don't want the Drown the Lock or the Deprive. The Deprive was actually kind of awkward. As a one-off is probably okay. The One of Unearth came in clutch, which is nice. Also, we can use Mystic Sanctuary to get it back multiple times, even if we end up cycling it. So that's pretty sweet, like a little bit of synergy there to kind of like get our Lurrus back if we need it. Main deck Spellbomb is great. Main deck Needle was a little bit awkward in some matchups, but pretty great in some other ones. Main deck Damping Sphere. What can we cut? Maybe the Dragon's Claws? Maybe the Damping Sphere? I don't think we can really realistically cut the Damping Sphere. Tormod's Crypt also felt pretty nice when we faced Dredge. The problem is like there's not really that many Dredge style, graveyard decks. All the grave decks, Nihil Spellbomb would just be better. So maybe we just want that. We just want a second Nihil Spellbomb in this sideboard. Instead of that, I think I do want the second copy of this style of effect. Maybe something like this. Maybe something like this. Second Watery Grave, bunch of lands. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be taking a short break and then we'll be right back. If you're watching YouTube, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the first league. We're gonna try another one. So don't go anywhere and check out the next video. Bye bye.